Car payment, student loan, mortgage, it's all due. We gotta make something happen fast.
You know, we have put off completing the customer solutions application. Is now a good time?
About 15 minutes or so, I wanna finish this game,
Is now a good time?
but it's the playoffs,
Is now a good time?
if you put it that way. So my unemployment, you think that's gonna make a difference?
Seems as though it's the reason the application exists to help people like us who have difficulty paying our bills.
I think we should call and find out a little bit more about the process.
Hi, thanks for calling Gateway Mortgage Group. How can I help you today?
My wife and I, we have this application here, and I was unemployed for a little bit, and I just wanted to make sure before we fill it out, this is going to be something that may help us.
We will certainly do our best for you. The document that you're looking at right now, it includes a cover sheet checklist and the application for assistance. The first step is to complete all of the forms included with the application. The application for assistance, you want to make sure to fill out the mailing and property address. On the hardship affidavit, you'll want to make sure to fill it out completely and select all the appropriate boxes. Second, you will need to make copies of all of the proofs of income and expense documentation. This would include pay stubs from the most recent 2 months that show your year-to-date earnings. If you have Social Security, disability, SNAP, or other benefits, you would need to include the award letter for the current year for those. If you do rent to others, make sure that you include the copies of the rental agreement as well as the 2 most recent months' canceled checks for the rent. You'll want to include the last 2 months' most recent bank statements for all bank accounts with all of the pages. You mentioned that you've been unemployed, but are you back to work now?
Yes, sir, for about 3 weeks now.
Awesome, glad to hear that. So you are employed now, then we would need to receive a letter of employment stating your hours worked per week, the rate of pay, the pay frequency, and it would need to be signed and dated by a human resources associate or the manager from your company on company letterhead.
What is the reason for default verification?
Any documentation supporting your reason for default, for example, medical bills, unexpected repair bills, unexpected legal expenses, things of that nature. Once you have gathered your documents and completed all pages of the application, send those items to us at Gateway Mortgage Group, LLC by fax, email, mail. All of the contact information is listed on the application itself.
Now, you did explain the documentation needed for the employed. What documentations are required for the self-employed?
Well, you would need to provide 2 months of profit and loss statements showing your income and expenses related to the self-employment.
Now, page 3, how accurate do we need to be on our expenses?
You'll want to be as thorough as possible. You'll want to make sure to fill out every line. For example, if you're receiving child support payments, make sure to provide those documents that certify this. All this information is very important as it allows us to determine whether the application is approved or denied. It also allows us to best determine what it is that we might be able to do to assist you. And of course, don't forget to sign and date the application.
I have another question. On the page that says Making Homes Affordable Program Hardship Affidavit, what does sell the property mean?
That is an excellent question. Selecting that option would indicate that you want to do a short sale or a deed in lieu.
Short sale and deed in lieu?
A short sale is where the home is put up for sale at a price based on the current value. A deed in lieu is where you deed the property back to the investor insurer in lieu of letting the home go to foreclosure. Most people want to do everything they can to stay in their home, but when the financial situation doesn't allow for that, short sale or deed in lieu are actually great alternatives to prevent foreclosure.
So the hardship affidavit section, which option do we select?
Whatever pertains to your present situation. If you have multiple challenges that fit the situation, Write a hardship letter to explain that in detail as well, and make sure to mark each box that applies to the various situations. It'll definitely move the process along much quicker. We're almost done. On the last page, all you have to do is sign it, write your social security number, your date of birth, and today's date.
How long does it take to complete the application, and when should we follow up?
We have 5 business days to process the application. Within those 5 days, if we need any additional information or documentation, we'll give you a call. If we have all of the information that we need, we will assign the case to a solution specialist who will call you to review your application. We have 30 days to make a decision on the file, but our goal is to have a decision within 14 days.
I feel much more optimistic about getting the help we need to keep our home. Our daughter loves it here.
I love this house.
It's my pleasure, folks. Thank you for calling, and thanks for giving me a chance to take care of you today, and we look forward to hearing from you.